What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Polestar has revealed a second limited edition run of the Polestar 2 BST series, and it's a rather interesting car. So let's get started. Welcome back to the channel everybody, good to have you here. So earlier this week Polestar revealed the Polestar 2 BST 230 edition, a second limited edition run of the Polestar 2, which is basically then based on the performance version, the most spiced up and expensive version you can spec on a standard Polestar 2, so to say. And this time the BST 230, 230 examples of it, limited run, and basically this performance, and then with some performance goodies on it and optimizations. And good thing, against or compared to the BST 270, the first limited edition run, Polestar also had a look at the interior this time with the BST 230. So that's a good thing. But first, the basics of this car. As I said, it is a Polestar 2 performance basically. So with that you get a long range dual motor setup, the 78 kilowatt hour battery pack. So the dual motor good for 476 horsepower. So with that it already features the Polestar optimization upgrade you can get on your performance Polestar. So basically it goes from 408 horsepower to 476. That's a lot. 680 newton meters of torque with that, 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers an hour in 4.4 seconds. Top speed limited at 205 kilometers an hour. So the other trims from the Polestar 2, they go up to 160 and 180, but with the performance version you get that 205 kilometers an hour. So that's plenty quick. Also for a battery electric car, yeah, that's more than enough, trust me. And you also get some Brembo 4-piston brake calipers. Now with this BST run you also get the Pilot Pack, the Plus Pack and the Performance Pack with it, as I already said. So that's a good thing, so you kind of get like a fully spec'd Polestar 2. So that's more or less the base, but what then do you get with that BST 230 limited edition run on your Polestar 2? So let's start with the interior, maybe the nicest upgrade in this second limited edition run of the BST. You get a micro suede upholstery and steering wheel parts. So that's pretty nice. Your vegan leather steering wheel is partially replaced with this a bit of an Alcantara vibe kind of material, and the same with the seats. You also get the 21-inch forced wheels, basically from the Polestar 1. They are really cool, but then they are like fully blacked out, more or less, so a gloss black kind of wheel. 21-inch looks very nice. Now on the 21-inch wheel you also get some Pirelli P0 bespoke tires, 245 by 35s that are, so it's a pretty big wheel. Maybe the best part of the BST edition, you also get some Öhlins bespoke dampers, both on the front and the rear. You get this two-way adjustable dual flow valve, which more or less really makes the ride really enjoyable. The overall ride height of the Polestar 2 is also lowered with 25 millimeters, 2.5 centimeters. So yeah, that makes the stance of this BST also pretty nice. Also to improve the riding, you also get a front strut bar. Also looks pretty cool when you open up the hood of the car, where also the frunk is located basically. And that is also where you will see that dual flow valve chamber in Swedish gold, let's put it that way. It looks yeah, quite cool, right? Now on the exterior you also get painted sails and the mirrors in high gloss black, a bit of an R-Design Volvo kind of style as well. And also really cool about this BST 230, we get two colors with it, Space and Nebula. Space, we know that is basically the black, but Nebula is a new one and it is a very dark greenish kind of color. If you ask me, it is kinda Volvo Cars sage green metallic. And if you want to spice it up, you can also opt for a matte black stripe. It is optional, you can also leave it out. But you know, pretty cool to see, especially that Nebula, that new color with the black stripe, looks really cool if you ask me, and also shows that the Polestar 2 can wear a bit of color very well. Meanwhile, it has started pouring with rain at the moment, so apologies for any noises. But let's continue with my thoughts on the BST 230, because yeah, it's an interesting car, also an interesting timing. Now first of all, this BST edition, this 230, you would kind of expect that it is based on the model year 24 Polestar 2 with the upgraded battery pack, with the improved range, more power, and so on and so on. But pay attention and you will see that it is actually the current model year 23. So it is basically a BST 270. So if you compare this car coming in Q3, when you also can opt for the model year 24 improved Polestar 2, you will get the BST 230. with less range, less torque, slower charging, because the upgraded model year 24 will have 205 kilowatt of DC charging, whilst this one will still have the 150 kilowatt charging. And also 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers an hour is 0.2 of a second slower than the Polestar 2 Performance model year 24. That's pretty funny, right? Now, what I heard is that Polestar opted for this way for this model year 23 so that they are able to offer this car pretty quickly, namely in Q3 of this year. So that is kind of fast, especially looking at these Swedish brands, Volvo, Polestar. They tend to reveal a car like this year, and then it goes into production earliest next year or so. So that really takes a long time. If you compare that, for example, to the German brands, they reveal something and then 3 months, bang, there is the car on the road. Well, from Sweden, it's often not that case. But yeah, that is maybe then the positive side on this. They revealed the BST 230 and it is available within a few months. So that's okay. But then meanwhile, should you opt for this car or go for the upgraded performance version and maybe trim it or spice it up yourself a little bit? So yeah, I'm a bit doubtful about that, to be frankly honest. Now then, as for the colors, I'm just really positive about that. The space looks very nice, also with the matte black striping, but especially the nebula, as I said already, it looks to be very nice on the Polestar 2, and it shows that the Polestar 2 can have a bit of color as well. Yeah, you know, looks just really good. I'm very positive about that. Good job by Polestar by finally, or kind of finally, putting some color on the Polestar 2. Good job. Now then, as for the interior, I'm also quite positive about that. The P2 BST edition 230, it's a limited edition run, so it also kind of deserves some special things. And this one will have a new kind of interior. Compared to the BST 270, for example, which just had the standard performance interior. Also with the micro suede upholstery in the steering wheel, that is just a very nice detail and really fits the character of a limited edition performance kind of car. Then on the other side, if you pay attention to this interior, it just really looks like the interior I am currently sat in, my Volvo C40 interior, which is a bit of an R-Design interior. But yeah, I'm not too sure about it. It looks kind of familiar. And I'm also not surprised if they kind of opted to just copy paste the C40 interior into the Polestar 2, because it's available. They're both based on the CMA, so probably just plug and play in that regard. But yeah, I'm a bit confused whether my interior is the same one that will be featuring in this BST 230. And then to conclude, guys, maybe the elephant in the room, it feels a bit awkward to be talking about this BST 230 run whilst the BST 270 pretty much just got all its handovers to the customers, or maybe not even still. So Polestar released that BST 270 run with a lot of noise, you know, special car, limited edition for the real Polestar enthusiasts, blah, blah, blah. And then a few months later, they are like, hey guys, what's up? We got 230 more of them. Better colors, nicer interior, more special, even more limited than your car already was. Well, good thing it's also a bit more expensive then, so maybe that justifies the 230 against 270. But, well, I was also interested in this BST 270. I also signed up for it, but opted out later for something else. Stay tuned. But yeah, also thinking like, this car will be limited, will be special, will become a collector's item. And then taking that into account and now seeing this car being out there, which is basically a copy-paste version of it, updated, a bit nicer even, as I said already. Yeah, well, myself as a BST 270 owner then, I am not, but then I would feel kind of, you know, I'm not really too sure about this strategy of Polestar in that regard. On the other hand, I really appreciate Polestar for putting out these limited edition special cars. I really appreciate that because, you know, back in the day we had Volvo with the Polestar S60 and V60, and I absolutely love those cars. I adore them. So I really like it that we keep a bit of that spirit and limited performance kind of cars from Sweden as well. So yeah, I'm a bit doubting about this one. I really like the car. It looks cool, nice interior, nice specs. Yet again, then it's a bit of the old specs. Yet again, it's not a BST 270, it's less special now. Yeah, so I'm not really too sure about that. Overall, I just really appreciate these special limited edition series cars from Sweden, but I think you get my point as well. Now, also pretty interesting, Polestar brings this car with the new Smart Zone front grille, basically from the facelift model year 24. But then if you pay a little attention to the little detail or like notes in the description underneath their promotion and marketing, it states that this is a post-registration upgrade, and if you prefer the original grille from a model year 23, because that is basically it, then you can also have that fitted at no costs. So this model year 23 will get like this little Smart Zone upgrade or grille to pretend that it is a bit of a model year 24. So be careful with that. You're being fooled if you think this is a model year 24 because of the grille. It's not, it's a 23 with the current specs, but then you can opt for the new grille or the current grille from the Polestar 2. But there we go, guys. That is the Polestar 2 BST 230 limited edition run, currently on sale already. So if you are interested in one, head over to polestar.com and then have a look if you can order it for the country you are located in. Yeah, pretty cool car. Let me know what you think in the comments down below as well. Is Polestar, well, messing with their special BST 270 customers, or is this just totally fine? Let me know your thoughts on that as well. I'm really curious to that. But that being said, thanks a lot for watching. As always, I appreciate your support a lot. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to the 10,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate that. Anyway, thanks again, and of course, I see you next week in my new video. Bye-bye.